pump.
That's the Lenny Hayes one, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know that photo?
Boys, are we?
Yeah,
Are we actually good?
they're good.
I don't know.
I think we're good.
Is the lid still on? Are we good? I don't know.
I don't know. I've been looking for a lid for a couple of days here, but yeah, the boiling teapot over there, lid's off.
Nearly.
We're
Nearly.
good. We're good. Like, Carlton are a good side. Collingwood, good side. Went down by a goal. Got rid of Carlton. They threw everything at us.
Essendon are the form team of the competition, apparently, according to the boss.
Ross
Yeah.
I reckon they could win tomorrow. Anzac Day. Yep, I've tipped him as well. So, boys, Saints footy. This is it.
Just keeps going. Keeps
Which-
rolling on.
It keeps rolling on. How are we feeling? Jake?
Very, very happy.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people want to get the win over Collingwood, but if you can't beat Collingwood, you got to beat Carlton.
Yeah.
And we've had it perfect. We set it up perfectly with the fixture. No doubt, Ross is like, all right, let's put them together. Let's get the big dogs. We didn't get the chocolates against the Pies, but we've just taken it out on the Blues. And it's the best feeling in the world.
It's so nice.
They're crying tears. I watched a bit of the fan cams, no offense to Blue Abroad, but I had to tune in. I just wanted to see what their thoughts were on the game, and they were livid about their performance.
I was going to say, I went on to Marketplace after the game. There were a lot of
I know,
Carlton jumpers up.
a lot of free Carlton merch
Yeah,
there,
a lot
weren't
of
there?
free Carlton merch going on there. Yeah, some vintage stuff too, so that'd be all right. But how are you? Over in the right-hand corner, we have Matt Marsh.
Oh, yip, lads and listeners. Saints footy. That was the first game that I went into with a great gut feel, which in my head, I'm like, this can't be good. But I just felt relaxed going into the game, and it kind of played out exactly how I thought it would in terms of what my gut was telling me. So it's just, to be a team that never sleeps, win, lose or draw, that is what you want out of your football club, and that's what we're producing at the moment. So you can't ask for anything more than that.
No,
I love it.
Sorry, Joycey, but yeah, the key thing that I really took from this game was that the structure and everything was there from previous weeks. Like, there was consistency with effort, with what we did with the footy. But this game really showed how good our coaching box is. The people in there, what they can do. Carlton had no answers to anything that Ross Lyon and co threw at them yesterday.
Yep. Yeah, spot it. They went in with a game plan to say, all right, well, we can't run through a Saints structure. We've totally denied teams of that. They're not able to run the ball out of defence. They're not able to run the ball out. So what they did was they tried to mark it out, kick and mark it out, and really use their tools to their favour. So pushing Harry Mackay up the ground, he had like 14, 15 marks or something, but then they'd swap with Curnow, move him up the ground, Silvani up the ground, and they'd keep trying to kick mark, and do it that way because they had the height. It didn't work. It wasn't sustainable. No. They played slow, methodical football, and we were just able to pick it off. We did what they achieved. They would achieve goals in 6 or 7 kicks. We'd achieve them in 3 or 4.
Yeah.
We were just that much better.
6 or 7's being generous too.
Yeah.
Well, I think Lee Montagna said it on the first crack last night. They had 25 kicks go backwards. I think we had 3.
Yeah, right.
We had 3 kicks
Yeah.
go behind the ball.
And their supporter base was getting very frustrated because there was so many opportunities where it's weird watching it from our perspective, because I was watching Carlton and assuming if it was us in their position with the footy, I knew where we were going to go and moving on fast, but they didn't. And it was weird, like, it was messing with me because I'm like, how can you... It would have been so frustrating for them to not go with the footy.
Their last quarter was bizarre because you're saying that Joycey, you had to leave at the end of the third quarter, and there were hundreds of Carlton supporters already waiting for the Express. And you're just watching that fourth quarter, and you wouldn't be surprised if half the Carlton players were punching their Mikeys as well, because you're just waiting for them to go for it, and they were just... It was like they were protecting a lead.
I think Terry said that on his review, actually, this morning I watched it. But it was weird because they kicked the first goal the last quarter. It was only down to about 16 or 17 points. And I was like, okay, this is where we need to really reassure everything and get the next goal.
Yeah.
But there was no sort of feeling in the stadium, like even from their supporters around me, like,
they were flat.
okay, let's go, because they really felt like we just stifled any sort of run, any sort of momentum that they had in the game.
Yeah. We took the crowd out of it pretty quick.
Yeah.
Took the umpires out of it even quicker.
So glad that during some of that poor umpiring in that first half, that our boys did not get sucked into that.
They got. I watched
so
the
well drilled.
They are so. Isn't that the best thing to see?
Yeah.
We had our slip up a few weeks ago, back when, round one when we gave away the 250s. Nothing since in terms of umpire dissent.
Yeah.
Those 50s on the weekend were very. Oh God,
They were
we
milked.
just laugh and grin.
Yeah,
now.
they were just dodgy as. Like the boys were having a good laugh about it. So, it was just such a team performance. They had the top 7 possession getters on the ground.
Yes. They had nearly over 100 more disposals.
Yeah.
And usually we're number one for disposals, number one for marks,
Yeah.
kicks and handballs. You would have thought Carlton were that team.
Yeah.
Going into that game with those sort of numbers. I mean, Brad Crouch had, 19 disposals?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Jack Steele wasn't in the game, but it was so good to see him finish with 8 disposals in the last quarter and 3 tackles.
Yes.
Moved to Cripps as a tagger was excellent from Ross Lyon.
He disappeared. Cripps disappeared.
Yep.
did.
Sinclair in the midfield was amazing. Great,
I
great
love that.
move.
Yeah, that was after half time. You said it to me. We were sitting together at the game, and it was really, really pleasant because we were able to see the game plan unfold.
Yeah.
It was really nice. We were able to see the game plan unfold from what we'd been witnessing in the first 5 rounds.
Yeah.
So
And we could see like even little bits of like Dukes. I mentioned he was kind of like our Jake Lever of the game.
He was.
He was
Unreal.
floating
Best
in
game.
the gaps.
Best game he's played for our club.
Well, not only was it the best game that he's played for the club, but it was a different role as well
Yeah.
because they were putting a lot of time into Wilkie.
Yeah.
Jack Silvani's role was to take Wilkie out of the match. Wilkie had 1 intercept mark for the game.
Yep.
I think Dukes had 6 or 7.
Yeah.
But it was unbelievable that we were just able to go, okay, well, Wilkie, mate, just stay deep. You're doing Dukes' role. Dukes, you know what to do, mate. Come up to the ball, take some intercept marks, read the ball. Because Mackay and everyone were pushing way up the ground to try and get through our zone defence that way.
Yeah.
So it did leave Dukes the opportunity. So he would have had a word to him at quarter time or at half time going, they're putting attention to Cal Wilkie, mate. This is your time to go be a superstar. Like, you've got license.
And like sitting where we were, they pushed up the ground, but then you could just see our zone press slowly, just keep edging closer to our attacking 50.
Yeah.
And then they get the ball, like say Mackay marks it outside our attacking 50. He turns and where the hell's he going to go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like our zone is so
And you don't-
good.
The good thing is as well, when the ball is in the hands of a key forward up the ground, they're not the decision makers. Their job is to provide an option and kick a goal. They're not your key thinkers. Charlie Curnow's not going to change the match off of half back. Harry Mackay's not going to change the match off of half back. That's up to your Adam Sards and your Jack Sinclairs and everything like that. They're the ones that you can put to half back and they'll change the game. If Harry Mackay and Charlie Curnow or Jack Silvani take a mark at half back,
That's what you want. You're
they're
happy
not
with
great
that.
That's a
decision
win.
makers.
That's a win.
They're not even confident kicking a goal. So how do you think they'll be confident with their field kicking?
Yeah.
So from the get-go, it was like, this won't last.
No.
This is fantastic. Like, yeah, we're on here.
What was
So-
that passage of play we saw where they chipped it around and I said, okay, this is where we invite the kick into the middle. And exactly when I said that,
Yeah.
they went for that kick. It was turned over.
Yeah.
And I think we kicked it across goal and it should have been an easy mark to Membry or something, but it just trickled out of bounds.
Yeah.
Perfect setup
Oh,
from
the
us.
one that fell in front of Mason Wood. And
That's the one.
Yeah. So, yeah. And geez, that Membry mark in the first quarter, I was livid. That was either a mark or it was front on contact. And it was a mark. First and foremost, he took the mark, controlled it over the line, and it went out of bounds when he hit the ground.
Oh, yeah.
And then the umpires had a
that was
chat.
right in front of you, Marsh.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, that was ludicrous.
Yeah.
Or the Josh Battle tackle on Motlop,
Oh, yeah.
dropping the ball.
Yeah.
Nothing. But it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, at the ground, we thought it must have been touched or something.
Yeah, nah.
But yeah,
nah,
that's
that was a
outrageous.
shocking call. So the Saints have released the super stats for the week,
Yep.
and
Oh,
I
yeah.
think they're very, very telling of who the better players on the ground were on
Yep,
the day.
go for it.
Hit us.
Bradley Hill,
Love Bradley Hill.
27 pressure acts.
Yep.
His third quarter was stellar.
Game changing.
That smother.
Oh.
That happened right in front of us too.
And he's throwing himself over boots left, right, and centre at the moment. It is awesome. He is playing some career football, like
Yep.
career best footy.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing. He's never been this physical or this determined before.
No.
It's incredible. His pressure acts, 27. 27 pressure acts
that's
from
elite.
Brad Hill.
And his ball use was just magnificent. Like some of the hit.
And he was doing that thing. He was taking the 5 steps before deciding.
Exactly. Like don't see it too often from him, or at least as frequent as what it was on the weekend.
Yeah.
Getting the ball in the pack and just shimmying out. Like, I don't think I've seen. You've seen it happen before, obviously, but I reckon he did it about like 5 times.
That's what Jack Sinclair.
Yeah.
That's where his leadership shows. That's where he developed his game too, was that little shimmy through the pack.
Yeah.
His third quarter again. That little hit up inside forward 50.
Oh, that's Harvey.
That's Harvey. And then the pickup as well.
Oh,
that-
on the
yeah,
wing.
that was-
That was gorgeous. That was some unbelievable football. Dan Butler.
Excellent. That's why I'm wearing this.
You're wearing
Very
that.
good game.
Silver
Yep.
service.
Yep.
I said to you, Jakey, after the first quarter, I said, Dan Butler's hanging behind the pack too much. Hanging behind the pack. I don't like it when he hangs behind the pack for the out-the-back goal. I'd rather him crumbing at the front. He's the best crumber in the team and one of the best in the AFL. He's incredible at reading the ball off the front of a pack.
Yeah.
Second quarter, off he went.
Yeah, he started
You know,
doing that, didn't he?
Kicked 3 for the game, did that, but also had 4 tackles inside 50.
Yeah.
That's massive. That is huge.
Yeah, that's what we want every week.
That's work rate.
Yep.
Dougal Howard, 8 intercepts. There you go. Talked about him before. Spot on. Took that Kelly Wilkie.
Kelly Wilkie.
Kelly Wilkie, yeah. Cal Wilkie roll on and just stormed away with it. He was fantastic. And then the biggest improver on the night,
Well, who could that be?
and the person that we've been on the back of for
Gresh.
so long. And in the first quarter, he was a bit shaky, but he had a lot of the ball. And then throughout the game, he just got better and better and better. He really worked into it. So Jade Gresham,
Yeah, he had a very good game.
8 score involvements. Brilliant. That's what we want from Gresh. That's where the X factor lies.
And his goal was exactly what we want from him. That's where you
Yeah.
can be a bit selfish and go for the goal.
Yeah.
Perfect little pickup, the
Yeah.
snap around the corner, natural goal kicker, straight through.
That's his thing.
Yeah.
And not only that, but when we moved him into that midfield, he always does something a bit different to shake it up.
Yeah.
That's what we like about it.
Because you're looking at all the other teams, sort of like Tom Papley and there's a myriad of them. I can't think of the other good example at the minute, but
Yeah.
the small forwards that have the impact mids, and that's what we want out of Gresham.
Yes.
That's what we want. We don't want him to be the 3/4 mid, quarter forward.
Yeah.
The other way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brisbane have got a few of them, Bailey and
Yeah, exactly
Yeah,
right.
spot
pushes
on.
up a bit.
Yeah. But yeah, props to Gresh. Much better.
Yeah, that
Much
was
better.
excellent.
And I watched the replay, and Ross Lyon in the coach's box was getting frustrated with him in the first quarter. Took him off straight onto the phone. Got him going.
One thing though, he's lucky that it wasn't on the cameras, but we don't miss anything. When Butler took that mark 30 metres in front,
Yeah.
Oh, I saw it.
Gresh was streaming past. Someone's on his hammer as well, mind
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
And Butler's like, no,
Yeah.
tranquilo. And Gresh cracked the shits.
Yeah.
And
You
what
got to
happened?
stop. You got to stop
And
doing
Butler
that.
kicked it, didn't he?
Yeah, but
He did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't mind cracking the shits if you don't get the ball.
Yeah.
That's one thing from a forward.
Then
Yeah. Here we go.
didn't get around him after he kicked the goal.
That's the biggest issue.
That's really disappointing. That marred otherwise was a really good game from Gresh.
Yep. There you
So
go.
he still needs to work on that
Yeah.
because it was noticed in the crowd.
Yeah.
Like,
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. Jackie Sinclair, unbelievable again. Sebi Ross.
I love Sebastian.
How good was that passage of play where he coached the boys?
Oh,
He was
yeah?
like, he took the
Oh,
mark on
yeah,
the
we
half
saw
forward
that.
flank.
It's just-
He saw the forward line and he's like, this is a mess. And he just
Bring it
went,
in.
Oh, he-
Bring it
put
in.
both
Oh, he
hands
got
up
the
in the
whiteboard
air.
out.
Yeah.
What? Pardon?
He got the whiteboard out.
Well, he
He's saying
was like,
come together.
bring it in,
Pack
come
it. It's
together.
markers up.
Yeah, I'm seeing too many. There's too much of a spread here. gather.
Oh, so it was orchestrating.
He was orchestrating.
Okay.
He was.
And then was
He
that,
was being the conductor.
we kicked a goal from that. I think, was that the Mason Wood goal?
Yeah, that was the Mason Wood
Yeah.
goal. Brilliant. Seb, best footy of your career.
He is in career best form.
Absolutely.
To be fair, there are quite a few players that
There,
could
there
be in
certainly,
that
certainly
bracket.
is.
Yeah.
There certainly is.
Burnsy, I thought, again, was excellent. Mason Wood did what he needed to do.
Yeah.
Mason Wood.
The only thing I'll say about Seb, he had some good pressure acts, didn't lay a tackle.
That's all right.
It was
Yeah.
a low tackle game, though.
I was
think-
going to say it was a pretty soft game
Yeah.
of footy. It was
Well,
pretty
when
low,
they have
low
that
and
many
true.
uncontested,
Yeah, exactly.
that kills any sort of contest,
yeah.
doesn't it?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Woody, again, 22 disposals. Brilliant. Kick to goal.
And he loves just taking the cheeky specky down back on the last
Just
line
a
of
cheeky
defence. Just the cheeky, he's like, no, I don't want to
Oh.
get on any cards or any posters. Let's just, all right, here we go.
Mateus's attempted specky, though. How
There-
high did he get?
There was
Yeah, true.
about 5 instances where he got both hands to the ball and it went through.
Yeah.
He is going to take mark of the year. He is unbelievable.
He
is,
laid some big tackles as well.
He did.
He did. He is.
On armpit and A as well.
Oh, big
Yes.
boy.
Yeah, that's the way. That was a great tackle. He
tried to- he
is
tried to
going to be the
fend.
next Nat Fife. I'll
Tried
call
to
it now.
fend Cripps as well. He got pinned, but
Yeah.
I love he's backing himself
Yeah.
trying to fend off Paddy Cripps.
He's got
Like,
that
who are
confidence.
you, mate?
He's got that Dangerfield confidence,
Yeah.
and he's got that Nat Fife ability to fly and the skill. He
And
is
just the hands in congestion. That I reckon he's nearly the best in our team at doing that.
and it's coming to it, but he's starting to get that little bit of Pendlebury like time stops around him.
Yeah.
He's not flustered.
No,
When
he's
he's
not.
got the ball, it's his game.
Yeah.
You know, and he rarely wastes a possession. So, gun.
And special
Another.
mention as well, we talked about him off air, Hunter Clark.
Huge.
Hunter.
How good was that Pat goal?
The floater, just
Oh.
the way it floated in.
That was gorgeous.
But everything after that as well, just class.
Did you
Yeah.
see how happy Ross Lyon was with him after the game?
Yeah.
Big hug, big smile.
Yeah,
we were
right.
like, who's going to be Ross's boy in this team that he puts a lot of effort into? He named him during the preseason and said, I don't think I've seen the best of Hunter Clark yet. We're seeing the best of him now. That's pick 7 stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
It really
That's
is.
high draft pick stuff.
And-
His ability to get the ball on the boot and to get the ball out in a pack situation without losing his feet or losing his composure. Nuts.
And you know
He
what?
is special.
You know what draft pick steal behaviour is? Josh Battle's effort to come off his man and lay that tackle.
Yeah.
Remember
Yeah.
that?
That's the Motlop one I'm talking about.
Oh, is it? Yeah,
Because
nice.
he dropped it, but should have been holding the ball. That's that one.
Yep.
Yes, yeah, that's the one.
But
yeah.
the timing of it as well, to back himself, to go, I'm leaving my man to impact this contest. And he made sure that tackle was locked.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
Vice-like.
Steely struggled in the first half. They said at halftime they need to give him purpose, need to give him a role, simplify it. Came out in the next half, tag trips, rip a job. Well done, Steely.
Yep.
Big Rowan Marshall.
Rowan.
Have you boys watched the replay?
Not
Watch the
yet.
second half.
Watch the second half and watch his tackling.
Yeah.
That was like,
That was massive.
that was huge.
Who did he crunch? He crunched somebody.
He crunched
And he
somebody.
got a free for it.
Got holding the ball.
Yeah.
Oh, Rowan, I love you.
I think it was Walsh.
Yeah, I think it was.
Walsh.
Yeah.
He just got him with, he's like, I'm going to try and be cheeky, but I
Yeah.
can get my arm over the top. And Marshall's like,
Nah, no
come here.
chance. Yeah, pinned his arm in, did it legally. It was,
That was an all black tackle.
it was. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Rowan Marshall, again, brilliant. Kicked the goal.
Yep.
Hasn't kicked a goal all year. First one. Would
And
love
the
to
one
see
that he
more.
missed, he didn't miss by much, but that was
a
a
big
hoof.
kick.
That was a hoof.
65.
How did that look
Look at
from
the
up in the Eagle's nest?
Yeah, a few people around us were like, I don't know if he's got it. I was thinking he's got this
He's
easy.
got this distance.
He's got this
yeah.
easy.
Remember the one he kicked at pre-season? At
That was so
RFEA?
sexy.
Yeah.
That was gorgeous. That was
Yeah.
yum. Under the radar this year, but we're loving Liam Stocker.
Oh,
We are loving Liam
Yep.
Stocker. And he was a bit shaky in the first quarter against his old team. Pulled it together.
and kudos. You don't really, I don't say this very often at all, but to the Carlton supporters, they showed a lot of class and
Yeah,
they
big booing.
left him alone.
Yeah.
They knew that they stuffed up by
Yeah.
letting him go.
Yeah, who
Yeah.
would?
And
didn't get rid of him.
that was really nice to see because
Yeah.
I would have, I expected Carlton to give him a bit of a hard time, and they didn't. So it just shows how highly regarded the bloke is.
Yeah. Very true. I mean, Hughesy spoke about it on our
Hughesy,
apparently he had a chat
Just a
to
rock
Stocker
star
and
over
said,
there.
I'm so pissed that you're gone. He saw him out and about and he was like, I've rated you so highly and I'm so sad that you're out.
Yeah.
So, brilliant. Love it.
I think they spent all their booing tickets on Dukes' footy boot, to be honest.
Yeah, true.
They
I don't know. They got a lot of tickets.
How funny is the surgery, the operation. So we had one of the trainers come out with the gloves, gets the boot, and then we got the boot untire, come on out to the ground, and
get the brush out underneath. Give it a
and even like pop the tongue, it was like you're at a Foot Locker.
Love it.
Yeah.
Now we're just going to need you to walk over this pad for us. Yeah, we can see that you're rolling out.
Who recommended these boots to you, mate?
Slowly becoming everyone's boy. Not slowly, instantly. He is now third favourite
Who's this?
for the Rising Star.
Mitchy boy.
Machito.
Sheasel, Ashcroft, Machito.
Jeepers creepers.
What is this boy on?
I don't know.
I don't know,
kind of
but I
juice
want
does
it.
he have?
I want it.
Me too. He's got swagger. He is not a usual footballer.
Nah. He does everything. His
He
ruck,
does
his,
everything.
His
His
ruck
ruck
work
work's
is
actually
elite.
good.
How high can the bloke jump?
Yeah.
He's a rabbit.
And he's actually getting like juicy little taps
Yeah,
out.
yes. He's new paddy rider.
Yeah, true.
8 centimetres shorter. Doesn't matter. He is unbelievable. What a footballer. What a find. What a little
We're very
steal
lucky.
that we had there in the
We're
draft.
very lucky.
And,
Yeah.
and his tackling is just perfect.
It's
Like, he
perfect.
never gives away frees, really.
Nah.
Like,
And then he just bombs him from 60.
from 60.
Like he's cutting
Bloody
sandwiches.
goal that was.
Oh,
That was,
that
because that was at the other end to us, so it was a bit of a weird one.
was
Like,
the sealer.
I thought he was kicking it to someone
Yeah.
because he was so
Nah.
far out.
No.
And we're like, that's a goal?
Yeah, I
Right?
was right behind it. You could just see it, and it was dead straight from the moment it left his boot. And you see Wiedering running to try and touch it. I'm
Yeah.
like, you're not getting near that.
Nah.
Yeah.
It just kept going.
Oh, that was massive.
He's got so many little X Factor traits that like come out in bits and bobs.
Yeah.
It hasn't fully come out.
No.
But you see every game, there's something different about what he does.
Yeah.
And you're like, there's going to be a game where everything comes out
Imagine
at once.
when he
And
gets
you're
his,
like,
imagine when he gets his red, white, and black belt in football.
Yeah.
Like, if he keeps
only
going,
quickly.
he could be anything.
Yeah.
Just chuck, you could put him at a bounce, centre bounce.
But the thing is, like, he'll be one of those players that you cannot stop
Yeah.
at all. You'll put whoever you want to put on him, a tagger, whoever. You can put the best taggers there's been on him. You could put Clint Jones on him, and Clint Jones would be like, "What is going on?"
Because he'll relish it. He's like, all right, you want to be competitive? Because
Yeah.
he's just a
He'll love
competitive beast.
Yes.
And we've got a few of them in our team, but he thrives on that sort of business.
Yeah.
So you're right.
Yeah.
Good luck trying to shut him down. Because
And he's got his best mate by his side, Marcus Windhager.
yeah.
Windy came on, did a good job.
Yeah,
At
he
his
had an
disposals.
impact.
Yeah, he definitely did have an
Cordy
impact.
kicked his one crucial goal again.
Yeah.
He had a really good third quarter, actually.
Cordy's my man.
Ross
Yeah.
Lyon loves Cordy. I reckon if there was a drinking game like in his presses, mate, Cordy gets the. I'm going to go back to all the presses and all the players that he actually mentions, and I reckon Cordy's on the leaderboard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Followed by maybe Filippo or Philippou, according to Ross.
You can just tell that Cordy is relishing in being given a role and doing his job. He loves it.
'Cause
He's
he'll
like,
know.
crash packs and
Yeah.
best job on earth.
Yep.
That's what Cozzy used to love. Cozzy used to, like, he said it on our podcast a couple of years ago. He was like, I loved crashing packs. That was my thing. I love crashing packs. Same Cordy. He loves it.
Yep.
He loves bringing that ball to ground, and if he kicks a goal, he kicks a goal.
Loves a good low 25-metre goal.
Oh, he
doesn't
can't kick him over a jam, Tim, but he kicks him straight. So
Yeah, that's it.
we love Cordy. Membry, good to have him back.
Yeah, good solid return. That's exactly
How
what you want.
calm is he when he has the ball?
Yeah.
There is an overwhelming sense of calm when he has the ball amongst St Kilda, and it's always been that way. He missed a couple of goals early, but that's all right. He's still
He's a
finding
bit
his
rusty.
feet.
Yeah.
He's rusty. It was a knee injury, so that will take time.
It's just good to see how well he was moving.
He was moving so well. And
some of the runs on the wing, pushing hard.
fast.
Yeah.
He's
He
very
is
fast.
Yeah. That's one thing I saw him do that back in 2017, cutting across the ground and going at pace. I was like, oh my God. Like, he's fast. He's a jet. So,
Well, he's the quickest, isn't he? Over the little Telstra tracker, whatever they do, over
He could be,
certain
yeah.
He's a lot
distance.
quicker than what people think.
Well, his
I
top
think he was
speed, the
second.
top speed
I think
thing
he
is-
was the second highest top speed on the ground on the weekend.
There you go.
He was second highest in 2020 or 2021, I think it was.
That's right.
Like,
overall,
Overall, Brad Hill was 2020.
Yeah.
And I think Skunk was second or third,
Yeah.
surprisingly, about 36.4
he's just a
Ks per hour or
powerful
something.
unit. He is like, everyone says he's an undersized centre half forward, but he makes up with it with his jump. But he's leading his pick up on the half volley
Yeah.
on the weekend. That's what I love to see, because a couple of times last year he was a bit fumbly, but geez, it's good to have him back. Like, what a calm presence at the Saints. Just brilliant. You know what you're going to get from Membry. So I was so happy to see him back and playing good footy. Took 7 marks. Brilliant. Jack Higgins copped a hard tag
Yep.
from Nick Newman on the weekend. A hard tag. Like, he was getting pushed down over the ball. Did not stop him.
Nah.
He was relentless
He
at
had
the
a very
ball.
good game.
Yeah, he had a couple of fumbles,
Kicked his goal.
kicked his goal,
Set up a few.
set up a few, even better. So yeah, we've pretty much gone through the list here, boys. And like, just what a team performance. I think that's
all it
because
is.
it was a massive team performance.
This was the perfect example of the analogy. A champion team will always beat a team of champions. They have 2 Coleman medalists. Not one. They got 2. They've got a Brownlow medalist. They've got an All-Australian fullback.
Yeah.
They got
They've got all the talent in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so many Carlton fans, like, now they're saying, should have got Ross Lyon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
All of them are saying that now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to... Don't give up on Bossy yet.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's very capable, but
Yeah.
you just wonder, with that sort of talent, what Ross could do. But he's got
Yeah.
plenty of talent at the Saints, so...
Yeah. Oh, we've got heaps of talent. It's been locked up. It's been locked up. We've seen that with Clark. He was a talented draftee. Who else? The younger kids coming through.
Burnsy as well.
Burnsy
like,
was a
players like
talented
Burnsy.
draftee. Like,
He's been fantastic.
It's just
they're
good-
all there for a reason, because
Yeah.
we saw something in them.
It's just good to see a game plan where Ross, he knows the collective strength, but he just knows every individual's pressure points. He knows what works for them and what doesn't work. And, I mean, he deserves all the money he's getting for this gig, because it'd be very difficult to analyse every player but then go, okay, how's it going to work together?
Yeah.
And he's making it work.
He is making it
Absolutely.
together.
And how nice is it to see changes happen during a game?
That's what I mean.
We've probably talked about it,
Brilliant,
but
yeah.
it's so
We
refreshing.
haven't needed to for the first 5 rounds almost. Like the Collingwood game, we made a couple of changes, but
Yeah.
you're right. That Sinclair move, brilliant.
Yeah, there was a post that I screenshotted before. I don't know if you boys saw it, but someone talked about what we allowed for Carlton and all their possessions.
Yeah,
Did
that-
you see that?
Yeah, that's brilliant. Yeah,
How
that
good is
hotspot.
that?
Yeah, I looked at the hotspot today, and
hotspot-
ours is.
Show that.
Nothing's
show that
there.
To our video
I don't know if
list
they can-
watchers.
Look at that.
That's
They barely had
all-
any forward ball.
And we talked about that, didn't we? That
Yeah. They
someone,
weren't able to lock it in. They could not lock it in.
No, someone at a Carlton fan mentioned, or on a talk show said that, a Saints as good as they say they are, they let in a lot of marks inside 50. And someone countered that and said, but look at where the marks are.
Yeah.
And then they said, Ross Lyon dictates what you get to do with the footy.
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the second half yesterday, that's Ross Lyon, the puppeteer. He's just doing what he needs to do. He knows what strings to pull, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's brilliant.
Yeah,
He's
we're
such
very
a-
lucky.
Yeah.
And like he's come in and said, he identified that we're a good running side. And I was having a chat to a fella at the game, and he's pretty close with one of the club medicos.
Yeah.
So apparently the first thing that Ross has done when he's got there is just like, we're going to flog him. We're going to absolutely flog him on the track.
Yeah.
And they're going to be rock hard fit, and we're going to get injuries.
Yeah.
But hopefully, they'll come back during the season. That's fine. But
Yeah.
the ones that remain, that's Saints footy. And, you're seeing the results.
He's
and,
brilliant.
that's kind of like from the first leading into the Freo game when we're undermanned, that was what he kept on going back to, the rock hard fit.
Yeah.
And we are.
We are so
We are so fit. And like listening to Mason Wood, did you boys listen to the thing?
No, go on.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you're terrible. You got to listen to some things outside the Saints TV land, lads, because
I'm too busy making the bloody content, mate.
well, this is content. You need to listen to Mason Wood's interview on 3AW straight after the game. Goes real deep into it and just saying that, you know, basically, we're running. Our game plan is very obvious, but we just, you know, it's pretty much the onus is on the other team.
Yeah.
To come with us. We'll take them to deeper water, you know.
That's
see
the
how they
Nick
go.
Rewalt theory.
Yeah.
That is the Nick Rewalt
Pretty much,
theory.
Yeah.
Like, I remember Dale Morris being interviewed.
Yep.
And, you know, he's like, oh, yeah, I lined up to play on Rewalt in 09. And he said to me, I hope you packed your lunch because I'm going to give you a tour of Etihad Stadium.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, after the first quarter, I was chucking my guts up. Mm-hmm. And I feel like we've got a team of that.
Exactly right, yeah. That's scary for the opposition.
10 players that can run under 10, or 11 players that can run under 10 minutes 3K.
Yep.
That's unreal.
That's unreal.
I can't run a K in 10 minutes.
And the best...
I can't 8K.
I can't run a K.
Yeah, you can't run a K. Yeah.
But it's just so nice to know that, we've got what we're going on now. Other teams are going to work on us.
Yeah.
We need to maintain that. I think we can, at least what we've done so far. I think we can maintain that.
Yeah.
But there was a camera shot in the game to the crowd. You got your Kings, you got your Members,
Yes,
you got your
Hayes.
Jackie Billings, who's just returned from a very good game at Sandy.
Yeah, three goals.
20
disposals.
there's just the whole team that's not playing sitting there, and you go, okay, well, once the other teams kind of have worked out maybe what we're doing,
You're throwing King.
then we throw in the next layer where we can get a little bit more, free flowing, a little bit more attacking than we are already. That's scary.
You know what was so good to see? Our skipper came back in and he was behind. That's massive.
Yeah, true.
If he came back in same situation last year, he's still getting best on ground. Or
Yep.
close to. Like
He was able to ease back into work.
yes.
But it didn't let the rest of the boys down
Nah.
seeing
No,
their
definitely
captain
not.
not perform at that high level.
Yes.
Because we probably would have relied on him in 2020, 21 and a bit of last year.
Yeah.
But we were just like, you do you.
Yeah.
He had a
take
return to
care of it.
work plan.
Yeah,
He did,
yeah.
yeah. It's amazing.
He's on.
What did
he's
Ross
on
say
desk
in
duties.
Ross say in the presser? He said something like it's part of his 28-day recovery this game.
It's
It's like it's part of his rehab.
Yeah, he's part of his
He's
rehab.
playing a game of
Exactly.
football.
That is
Exactly.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joycey Senior, the wise old man, said to me before the game, he was like, the good sides don't lose 2 in a row.
Very true.
Finn, Jakey's junk mail.
Jakey's junk mail. Jakey's junk mail. Jakey's junk mail. Jakey's junk mail.
It's time to kick back. Let's roll.
Alrighty. This one's from Brooke.
Brooke.
Hey guys,
Hello.
absolutely love the pod. Melburnian who moved to the NT 7 years ago.
There you go.
Swore I'd never do another Melbourne winter, but I'm so excited by the Saints, I'm braving it on my holidays for a game in round 16.
Yay. Who are we playing? I
I don't know.
That's,
Brisbane or something?
yeah.
My question is pretty basic. Can I meet you guys for a beer at the match? Hard-hitting question here.
Come to
straight off the bat.
R29.
Well, I was gonna
29.
say, if it's a home game, come to
yeah.
the social club.
Yes, yeah,
We'll be doing
absolutely.
the social club, which
Yeah.
we'll be also doing this Friday night against Port Adelaide. So.
We're doing it?
Oh, yeah.
It's locked in?
Yeah, yeah. Well,
You beauty.
yeah.
Very nice.
One quick phone call and it'll be locked in, huh? Who's the Godfather now?
Don't start doing that, mate.
Please do.
Yeah, we can't all give ourselves nicknames.
Stick to Dave Hughes, yeah? Stick to Hughesy.
Sorry. Carry on.
Next question, answer is Hughesy. No. This one's from Tim. Question for the potty. May even qualify for Jakey's junk mail. I mean,
and
any
that's what
question
it
is
is,
for Jakey's junk mail. There's been
That
a
is
few of
junk.
the media types that have been slow to embrace the Ross 1.2.1 version. Now as they jump on, do we embrace them or make them walk behind the caravan and catch up at the next town? The next town.
The next 10.
Next town, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they're not jumping up. There's no room on the bandwagon,
No.
and we're saving it for true Saners. They're not coming on.
That's exactly
The only
right,
one who's allowed to come along for the ride is Tim Watson.
Nah, Damo Barrett.
Tim Watson.
Damo Barrett.
He's the only one that called that would be any good.
That's true.
Would you let Davey King on the bandwagon?
Yeah.
The wagon?
I reckon he'd be great fun to have beers with.
What about Damo Barrett?
Oh,
No, no.
He could drag the cart.
Yeah. That's
Or
it.
pick up. No, he can pick up the horses shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. They could
Yeah.
be selling apples on the side of the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one's from Alex. I'm curious, after a couple of Butler's great scores, the camera showed his hands on his knees and he had something written on the back of his hand.
Yeah.
Any
I saw
idea
that.
what that is? Thanks, fellas. No.
I have no idea.
Any idea?
It was code. It was definitely code for something, but
Yeah.
heaps of players do that these days, which is great.
Yeah.
Little motivational tool.
When I did the fan cams at the Essendon game, I think it might have been young Madison, maybe Butler's niece, and I asked her, I'm like, can you ask him to come onto the potty? And she said that she would. So maybe if we can get Dan Butler on to tell us what his thing is, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll reach
Little
out.
How do you
We'll
do?
say for that. Yeah, for sure. This one's from Nick. G'day, lads. The line in the St Kilda song, Oh How I Want to Be With St Kilda, has confused me. Around 50-50 of the people I know will either say... Hey?
Yep. Yeah.
Will either say with St Kilda or in St Kilda.
Yep.
Online, it appears to be officially with. But when I hear the team sing the song, they say in, not with. What's the go and how do you guys sing it? P.S. Bring on Port.
It's a great question.
So what is it, Marshy? You're the...
Well, technically it's with, but everyone does in. So we could either just leave it as, and that's just a quirky thing, or we could have like a massive like press conference, like Lethers there, Bassett, whoever you want, and just address that we are changing it officially to in St Kilda.
Yeah.
Just do it.
I always say with.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've always said with St Kilda, how I want to be with St Kilda.
with, yeah.
But if the boys are singing the song in the change
Yeah.
rooms and say in St Kilda,
Yeah.
it makes sense because they are.
I fluctuate. I do fluctuate between with and in.
You're a people pleaser, Marshy. We know that.
yeah.
Any
I try
other
to commit-
words? Any other words that we could throw in there instead of with
At
or in?
St Kilda?
Oh, how I wanna be
in St Kilda.
playing for St.
Ned, one
How I
syllable.
want to... Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon it's just one of those things. It's in with, you just go with it, and it all kind of blends to
Yeah.
sound.
Yeah.
True. We've
We
got...
got the gist. Come on, guys. It's the easiest theme song in the...
It is.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's the best. It's the best and the easiest.
Yeah, I reckon I was a little bit more type A with it for a while. I'm with, and I'm like, nah, I'm
You
in
know,
St
whatever.
Kilda.
As long as we're singing it at the end of the game, I don't mind.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Sing your own way.
This is Tim from Norway.
Oh, yeah.
Tim
Got a
from
special
Norway.
little tune.
Tim from Norway. We've got a bit of an edited,
see.
I'd say, poem from
PG
Norway. Some
poem.
colourful Norlandic language
Yep.
in there. So without further ado,
Here we go.
Mr. Timmy, let's go.
G'day boys, it's Tim in Norway with this week's poem. It's a little bit blue, so you can beep some of it if you want.
We did.
But I stand by my choices. Those keyboard people can't complain. Are Carlton considered a contender? Kane Corns and Co. criticise my club, cast us off as a pretender. But still, we could win 17 more. Top of the table, minor premierships, grand final victory, perfection. But there will always be that one miserable prick typing. Keep a lid on it, St Kilda. Cowering in the comment section.
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
good.
Tim.
Yeah.
There's a bit of passion, a bit of anger there.
There was,
There
yes.
was.
He's obviously had some
Something
past
that
traumas
he's-
with the Navy Blues.
I reckon the Damien Barrett probably stuff during the week is
Yeah.
tipped
That
Timmy
could have
over
been
the
it,
edge.
yeah. If and then Damien Barrett, some of the most, that's quality content for me.
Oh.
That was brilliant. I sent it to you boys as soon as I saw
Oh,
it.
it
It was
fired me
like,
up.
yeah. If there's one thing about this Carlton list, we know it's full of A graders, and then they'll beat St Kilda on the
There's
weekend.
certainties, he said.
There's certainties to beat St Kilda on the weekend and finish in the top four. And then it was like the if and then for St Kilda was about losing Caminiti and that he's our most important player or something like that in the forward line, and our forward line structure will be down because of it. It's like, Tim Membry, anybody?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, ridiculous.
So not bad from Tim. That was more not poemy. That was more just like a
I think that's just
Jared
a Tim.
Waitley statement.
I think he got carried away.
Bit of a
I
Tim
think-
rant there, wasn't
It was
it?
a rant, yeah.
Hey?
I didn't mind it. at
Yeah,
all.
Timmy's
we
rant.
love
Well
it.
done.
Love
Thank
it.
you. Can't wait for next week's about Port.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
This is Josh. Anyone else starting to develop game day superstitions or routines for game day? Surely I can't be the only one.
Yeah.
Now that we're winning,
We haven't been to
gotta-
a loss.
no, it's all in Melbourne. We've won every
all
game in
been to
Melbourne.
every
Yeah,
game
I
and
dig this superstition.
Yeah.
Only go to wins.
Only go to wins. Yeah. I've been wearing same pants, same socks,
Yep.
Same.
same jumper every
I've
week.
gone, same Guernsey, same jacket, same socks, jocks, jeans, shoes, everything. Exactly
Everything.
the same.
Wow. Because
that's
I fluctuate
just-
between
I
the
think-
shoes. Like I went with these purple numbers on the weekend. That I do when we're doing the social club. I wear the nice white Nikes. You know, just nice.
Yeah,
and
got
simple.
to present.
Yeah.
I think it's not really a superstition for me as it is probably more a lack of variety in the wardrobe, to be honest. I got
reckon
the
we need to do a Jakey's-
one pair of jeans. I need
Yeah.
a little bit of a mini makeover in the
Yeah,
preseason,
that's
I think.
it. You got the Bart Simpson going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe a trip to the charity bins and then off to Chatty afterwards. You reckon? Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Easy Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do superstitions no more.
Nah.
Nah, because every time I do, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe that's the key. Maybe
Yeah.
you've dropped off and we've picked up,
yeah, okay.
and we've got more. You know.
Yeah, I'll just go with a free and agile mind.
I
Yeah.
like that. That's very nice. Yeah.
Like
That
that.
calls for good footy. Yeah.
Absolutely. This is from Charlie. If you were to go back 3 months and be told that we would be 5-1 and on top of the ladder after 6 rounds, would you, in all honesty, believe it? And how would that change your expectations for what we can do this year and beyond? Good question. I mean, if you
If
had
David
told
King
me,
said it, I wouldn't believe it.
yeah,
But yeah, no, I wouldn't believe it coming out of someone's mouth. Going, nah.
not
Yeah.
if, and that would still be with some of the injuries already. King would have already been injured.
Yep.
Membry as well.
Even the
Hayes.
most wildly optimistic Sainter could not have forecast
No.
our position right now.
Nah.
I would have been stoked with 3-3, to be honest, at the start of
too,
the year
yeah.
after everything leading into the Freo game.
Young
Like, if we
Lees.
could split it 3-3,
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Yeah, to think that, and we've included, Essendon, the Doggies, Carlton, Collingwood, all in that.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like, those are games we would usually lose, in years gone
There'd be
by.
some in there that we'd.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
I think we're all very surprised and very happy. And
Yeah.
I don't think our expectations have really changed yet. Just enjoying it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not thinking finals yet.
I think we're taking it week by week.
Yeah.
For the first time as supporters.
So we're
ever.
a quarter of the way of the season. Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Next
Yeah.
2 weeks, if we can get through those, I'll be
These
feeling...
quarterly projections have been solid.
Yeah.
We've
Good
far
figures.
we've far exceeded our fiscal
The board's
projections
pleased.
for the quarter.
This is from Anthony, something we've already kind of discussed, but he's asking how many more weeks till Damo Barrett actually gets anything about the Saints correct.
None more.
I don't
weeks.
think we want him to be
Because
correct.
what he does is he gets on the AFL daily potty, whatever it is, and he always seems to just be sucking up to us in person. But when he gets behind the keyboard, he's always just writing stupid shit.
Because he knows we react. He's a journo.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
true.
clickbait.
He
It's all
triggers
about
me so
clicks.
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's fine. But yeah, Damo.
Yeah.
Who was it that he had a physical confrontation with?
Beveridge.
Yeah. And he's a Sainter too. So
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
Sarah's asking, did any of you boys watch Bounce last night? Because Ben Dixon had to wear the same Red Rooster onesie that Joycey wore at the preseason game this year. So the question is,
Yeah.
has to be asked, who wore it better, Dicko or Joycey? I mean,
without
I
even
can't
saying it,
confirm.
It's just
but
Joycey.
It's got to be
straight
Joycey.
away. Yeah.
I mean,
I had the
did
socks on as well.
And he had brand new boots.
Did
Brand new
Dicko
boots.
kick a huge torp in it?
No.
No. Did Joycey? No, but
No.
doesn't really matter. Kieran says, shout out Island 29, loud as, love the Hunter Clark AC/DC chant, by the way.
I love it.
Credit Jake Tony.
Mate, that's good.
Yeah, that was it.
That's
that
my
was you.
favourite. That was me, wasn't it?
Yeah.
John? Yeah, Marshy.
You wrote that
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
I'll take it.
He's still waiting for you to come up with a saintly hymn. Joycey came up with his one. He's taken a while, but he finally landed Kamenides, which is a banger.
I made some of them famous. It's fine. It's
Mate,
all over.
I made you famous.
He's like
He
the
did
Epstein
start it.
behind the Beatles, all right? You know, we're the Beatles. We're John and Paul.
Yeah.
And he's Epstein over here.
I think that's a bit of a stretch. Harry's asking, as fans, is it now time to believe in the group's ability that we can get it done?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
They haven't given us any evidence to suggest that they can't.
So well said. Yeah.
It's weird, yeah. 6 games in, I'm like, where's the weakness?
Yeah.
Where's the weakness? Backline's good, mids are working their ass off, we're running all day, forwards are kicking goals.
Yeah.
Without
If
our
our
best
biggest
forward.
weakness is our injury list, but we're still winning.
And that list is getting smaller.
Yeah.
You know, like
Reinforcements.
a lot of
on the way
reinforcements
back.
coming.
Yeah. And I said it last week, but, Damien Barrett saying about Carlton that they're a certainty to win.
Why?
But why? But I love that the final answer to that is then beat us.
Exactly what you said.
If we're winnable against, if other sides can win against us, why don't they beat us? Yeah. Good luck.
Yep. Jack's asking, speaking of reinforcements, Billings, another run at Sandy, or is he a chance this week?
We've got the bye, unfortunately. I'm pretty sure Sandy does.
Sandy.
So what do you do then? Is he an extended?
I'd actually give him another week.
You give him another week?
Yep, I'd give him another week.
Because we are coming off the 5-day break. Does that have any impact? A bit of travel as well, like, going to Adelaide and things like that. Do you think we play high octane?
Going to Adelaide?
Yeah, I'll just say, it's just been a big couple of weeks for us. Yeah.
I don't know. It just depends on how we line up against Port Adelaide. I'd say if we think we need him, we'll bring him in. If not, he won't be in.
Because I think another thing, the interview that you guys need to listen, our listeners need to listen to, Mason Wood said that he's loving the selection integrity at the moment.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I think that falls on basically if you're not as close to 100%, then and blokes that are waiting are, and they're doing their role, then I think the greater good of the team balance
and we saw
may
that
come
with
into that.
Windaga.
Yeah, exactly.
JB was supposedly rested a fair bit in that 4th term.
Yeah.
He basically played the first 3 and didn't play the 4th. So I wonder if they're thinking
he'd been
about
managed minnows. You'd think, sort of like what Membry did last week.
But I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if he's a sneaky chance. But we'll see.
Who do you drop?
That's it. That's the key.
So
it's
true.
not about who comes in. It's about who comes out to make room for that person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we
And
played
right.
such a team performance on the weekend that why would you mess with it?
And Vital having 38. That's another player
That's huge.
It's a great response.
Gives you a headache.
How good is it to see our AFL listed players having a great crack at VFL level?
Yeah.
Everyone wants to be part of this team now.
Yeah.
They now understand how hard they have to work to get into this team. Tom Highmore has been non-existent. He's been playing great football at Sandringham.
Yeah.
But geez,
Good luck.
dude's
Good
battle.
luck cracking into that back line, eh?
Best back line in the league at the moment. So
Yeah, and even Tom Campbell's playing excellently, but there's no Rose just doing the job. You don't need another
Rose
ruck.
doing
That's right.
rotings.
That's absolutely spot on. Chad's asking, has the media time for Ross and his game analysis provided a clearer insight to his own strengths as a coach and also rounded his coaching strategy by seeing the game develop and change as an outsider?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'd definitely say that just having a year off football does wonders for you because you actually get to sit back and enjoy what's happening on the field.
Yeah.
And it also brings you it gives you a sense of clarity about, okay, well, if I go back, I know what I need to do. I'm not stressing about getting it done by Monday.
Yeah.
I can sit and think about this for a while and, that's happened in this game. This is what I'd do. Would that work? Probably. Like, I feel like, it's the same with footballers. And I think we saw it, who was it? They came back after a year off and they came back and played some blistering footy for us. It could have been someone like Caulfield coming off an injury in 2019. Or no, it was Gresh.
Yeah.
Gresh came back and played some blistering football after he had his Achilles
that's
issues.
right, yeah.
And he really would have benefited from sitting back and watching football and going, okay, well, these are the things that I want to pick up in my game. I'm going to do it. So, I think it's worked perfectly well. That's a great pickup. Yeah.
Definitely.
This one's from Spooker11. How good is it seeing the coaches walk down after a win? Cartel bosses with clipboards.
Cartel bosses with clipboards and a packet of
Rossi-
CCs.
Ross handing his CCs
is so
to the little
funny.
girl.
He
Funny
didn't
is
give
that?
it up. He didn't give him up easily though. He's right.
I want to
Cuddly
know. I
Ross
want to know
now.
though. Was that packet already opened, or was
it
it a
finished?
fresh packet?
Nah, it was fresh because
Yeah?
I looked at that and the kid didn't know whether to pop it open or
To keep it as the keepsake,
Are you keeping that packet of chips unopened or are you digging into the CCs, boys?
I'm putting
I'm
frame-
waiting until September comes
I'm-
around,
yeah,
and if
putting
we
them
win
away.
that cup, that packet of CCs is coming out, and I'm drinking them. Oh my gosh!
blending it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm crushing them up, pouring them into a beer.
The special occasion CCs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I would auction them off.
Yeah, true. They'd be
I'd
worth it.
have a CCs and dry.
Jack's wanting. Well, this is a Jack to a Jack. He wants Jack Higgins on the podcast because he's the funniest bloke in the AFL.
Yeah, let's
And
get Snags on.
We
I'd
did
love to
hear
have
a
Snags
few
on.
things off air about how funny Jack Higgins is.
Oh, yeah. Stay tuned. If we
so
get him on,
we should
get,
bring that up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need him to, love it.
We'll go a couple more. I've actually finished the ones that I saved, but we'll go just one or two more, boys.
Yep.
This is from Tim. What's better, Machito scoring from 60 or from 6 centimeters?
Oh, yeah,
That
we
is
didn't
so
talk about
true.
that.
standing on it
Yeah.
and just nicking it.
Oh my gosh.
That instinct to just go for it
Yeah.
and sneak it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's better though?
I got to love
You got to
the
go the
bomb
bomb
from 60.
Yeah, bomb from
And
60.
it was
That's
dead
clinical.
straight.
just
Yeah.
because it was like just a gut punch.
Yeah, it
to the
was.
Carlton supporters because they gasped. I don't think they.
Yeah.
What?
No,
No, they were
very
shocked.
good, yeah.
They couldn't believe that he went for it. Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
So was there a collective audible?
it wa-
Tell me.
This
No, it
man
was
is
more-
overgasped.
maybe not a gasp, maybe just silence, dead silence.
Okay,
that's-
stick
just
with the gas.
just heavy
You like the
gas.
gasp?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I've got a vocabulary. Bloody hell.
No, we liked it.
Yeah,
We were behind
we're not
it,
giving you,
mate.
yeah, not giving you. We're not picking on you. I'm picking up what you put down.
I want to be in the Beatles. Let me in.
Calm down, Ringo.
Bailey is saying another week, another screaming bye to supporters leaving.
Yeah, it was good.
You enjoyed that, didn't you?
Yeah, we gave it a bit of the
Behind the cheers
St
side?
Kildada, St Kildada. Hey, hey. That's good.
I'm trying to find one more that we can end it on. Here we go. Just to lead into the Port game. Isaac is asking, are we in premiership contention?
Nah, don't say the P word.
Yeah.
Nah, put the P word away.
Yeah.
Frozen
Are we-
peas for now. Bring them out later.
Are we
Wait till the lid's off, and then we can start
are
talking.
we
P-word.
legitimate?
Oh, we've definitely got our L plates.
We got
Yes,
ours?
yeah,
We're
we've got our L
legitimate.
plates,
So
yeah.
We're
then we
legit.
move up to the P's.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, love it. Well, on that note,
Still a long season.
Very
absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you to all the listeners, and thank you for Bentley
was a really
Social
good one.
for running the Jakey's Junk Mail segment
Absolutely.
there. We're not too far off the Bentley Social, boys.
Nah.
What's the next one? Is it Adelaide?
It's Adelaide.
Oh, that's gonna be
and
such a game.
I have a little tickly feeling that it's maybe on Mother's Day.
We've got it back to
Oh,
back.
Is it Mother's Day?
We've
Yeah,
got two in a
cool.
row, boys.
We've got a back to back. We've got Adelaide and then West Coast, is it?
GWS.
Oh, GWS, that's
Yeah.
right. One of them is on Mother's Day, so we will definitely set something up for that.
Yeah, bring your mums.
Bring your mum. They'll be getting a free glass of vino or something.
Yeah.
I'm sure if we
we'll
can,
work
depending
something
on when that
nice.
game is, hopefully the Bentley Social, they'll be doing some good Mother's Day sort of deals anyway. Get
Yeah,
them in
some
early,
specials.
and then
Yeah.
it'll turn into the
That'd be
disco.
nice because it will be an evening or afternoon to evening game.
Delicious
But
day.
yeah, it'd be a good way to finish it off.
Yeah, Friday night.
Friday night. I hate Port.
Oh, I hate Port too.
Oh, I hate Port.
No Robbie Gray makes me feel good.
When was yeah, so relaxed.
So glad he's out.
Well, let's talk
100%.
about this. Well, leading into it, let's talk about the outs. So, Port Adelaide are playing some decent football. They are.
Questionable
They're
opposition.
4-2.
4-2.
What's the good side that they beat?
Sydney.
Sydney. They beat Sydney.
Oh, they
Yep.
flogged Brisbane in round one.
Yeah.
They did. So they've beaten the two sides that they've beaten are decent.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Sydney are a bit wobbly at the knees as we saw on the weekend.
And they got
against
belted
Geelong.
by Adelaide, but as we see, Adelaide are playing some
Adel-
seriously
They're
good
playing
football.
serious footy. So
I'm switched onto them now.
Yeah. So definitely they've got a good dynamic, but they will be missing some keys. So Tom Jonas will be suspended
Yep.
for a week for a head high bump, and Todd Marshall's out with knee
Concussion.
injury. Oh, concussion, sorry. Concussion protocol. He is out with concussion protocol.
That's a massive out for them.
Huge.
He's been really good.
Yeah.
Dixon's been out, so he's a chance this week, but they reckon he might need another week.
I'd rather Dixon than I reckon if they Georgiades. He's a player that I've watched for a long time, and I can't understand why they don't play him.
Me too. Yeah.
And he's the one to watch for me. Surely he comes in, but we'll see.
I reckon Cal Wilkie will do a number on him.
Yeah.
The boys' inboxes started going off because the Richmond game started.
yeah.
Already going off about the umpires, but yeah.
Standard.
So who are they using in the ruck currently? I think they were using Dixon
In the ruck. It's Lysette.
with
Lysette, isn't it?
Lysette. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So Dixon was chopping out with Lysette, but if it's a head-to-head
It
Lysette,
would have been Marshall that was chopping out the
True.
ruck.
Todd Marshall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure last time I watched it, I was like, oh, they're throwing
Dixon's been out for a while, hasn't he?
Yeah, I thought so.
No, he was
But I
back
haven't
in
watched
last
much
week.
of them.
Last week?
He had 14 hit-outs.
Oh, fair enough. Shutting up.
Okay.
Yeah, so he'll play.
Yeah,
so-
for some reason I read that he was not a chance. I don't know.
Maybe he could have.
Could be old news.
No idea. Anyway, so yeah, they've got Lysette and Dixon, which I'm happy with. Finn Layson will do some chopping out.
He was good last week.
He was very good, and he's playing with passion at the moment. So he is definitely on fire.
Rose, Butters.
Rose.
They're all-
Rose.
Rosie? Rose?
Rosie, yeah.
Sorry, it's the wines.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's going straight to your head.
Pinots, yeah.
All that Liquorland
All
talk.
The
those
Rose Spritz.
Yeah.
medium-sized mids are quite dangerous for them.
Yeah, Butters.
They've got some good experience around the footy with Boak and Wines.
Yeah.
Um,
Willem Drew's tough at the footy.
Tough at the footy.
Yeah, so they're a good clearance team.
Alir, he killed us last year.
Oh,
Yeah.
didn't he just?
So, but
Yeah.
we don't have a king where it's that, they know what to expect.
Yeah, that's right. We
set.
got a Cordy.
We sent.
We got a Cordy.
We got Cordy. We gave Alir. We sent him an invite. And not only did we send him an invite, we sent a car to pick him up, bring him to the party,
Chocolates.
gave him a bit of show bags.
Yeah.
Like seriously,
shoulder.
yeah. So I'm looking forward to that not happening on Friday because that's not going to happen.
No, he's an elite player, so we really need to keep him out. So there are and he is pretty much the defence.
Yeah.
They're going with a quite undersized defence, which I think stacks up against us because we've got an undersized forward line currently. So
When was the last time Port Adelaide came here and there was a crowd? Because I know it was the first time in a long time, like either last year or the year before, and then it was lockdown.
Yeah,
so
that's when they beat us.
yeah, so they played in Marvel for the first time for ages in
Yeah.
front of no one. But preceding that, I reckon we're talking like 2014 or 15.
yeah,
I was going to say, not a
long
lot of
time.
the current players from either team, definitely not us, but not Port either, would have played us at Marvel in front of a crowd.
Yeah,
You know, apart
very
from maybe
true.
Bogue and maybe Wines, but there wouldn't be many.
No, nowhere near it. No.
Because
Yeah.
Ross, and another thing with his presses, every week he's been doing it. He's been putting it back on
Yeah.
the fans to turn up. And he's like, pretty
Sign
much
up, turn up.
sign up, turn up, and pretty much do what Carlton did today or yesterday and show up.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, we want to get over 30 on
We're playing
Friday
good. They're
again.
putting the work
easily
in.
over 30,
Yeah, we
even though
should,
it's
shouldn't we?
Port, interstate
That's a Friday
team.
night.
It's a Friday night.
Get out, have yourself a nice drink, a nice beverage,
Yeah.
something to eat. Head on over to the footy to support the Saints. That's what we
That's it.
want because after the game, you best believe if it's going off, we're going to be a platform
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's going to be huge. So, yeah, get down to the game. Get down. It's going to be great. It's going to be good atmosphere. So make sure you're there. But I think that our strengths as a football team will find the weakness in Port.
That's the best thing about
Yeah.
this side is we spot the weaknesses from a mile away and we
Yeah.
just keep poking at them until
Yep.
the other team can't take it.
Yeah.
So
I love it.
what's have we either of us, like all three of us, have we watched Port enough to maybe see what a possible weakness might be? I haven't watched them enough.
Who
so
have
I
they
can't
lost
say.
to? They've lost to Adelaide, and who's the other team that beat them?
Collingwood pumped them. The
Collingwood,
MCG.
yeah.
There you go. So
that's the
Collingwood and
fast ball
Adelaide,
movement.
they're fast. Yeah, I was just going to say, they're fast
that
moving
bodes
teams.
well for
Yes,
us.
it does.
Because Carlton were the same. They got done by Adelaide, and I thought, well, Adelaide played very similar to us. If
Yeah.
we can bring that again, we'll do the job.
Yeah. They got done to the tune of 71 points.
Yeah,
by
Collingwood took
Collingwood
them
at the MCG.
took them
Port
apart.
hate the MCG.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're not too afraid of Marvel.
I don't think they travel that well, Port. Like, they beat Brisbane, but that was at Adelaide Oval.
Yeah.
It wasn't at the Gabba.
No.
And then I think all their wins have been in Adelaide.
Well,
Yeah.
Sydney was in Sydney.
Sorry, Sydney was in Sydney. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then again,
But
we've
still.
won five
But
in
they should have
Melbourne.
lost that. It fell a metre short.
Yeah.
Like, I would have loved to say that. That would have made my night. But yeah, like the issue is with Port Adelaide is like you're not actually seeing a lot out of a bloke like Ollie Wines this year. He's a Brownlow medalist. The bloke can play.
But it's, I mean,
You know, so it's a matter of you're going to pay attention to the ones that are in form. But what I'm happy with is that if he starts to come into the game and starts to be the beast that he is, we've got answers for it now. It's like, all right, Sealy, do your thing. You know, put someone on him, on their hammer. Windhager, do your thing. I reckon Windhager's a hot chance to be named this week.
Like starting.
I reckon he's a hot chance. And to
Who's-
have the...
who's the sub?
It's a good question.
JB?
Could be.
I mean, he's pretty handy to chuck on Lade. Could pinch a couple of goals.
But yeah, who's out?
Yeah, that's
That's the thing.
Yeah, I don't think you can take anyone out of that team.
You're not going to take Cordy out.
No.
You'd almost go unchanged.
Almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe Windhager
Yeah,
was the
just
sub
dead-
still.
Just
the
how
same.
everyone's feeling.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah.
If everyone's happy to go, that keeping
you
in
roll with
mind the
that.
5 day.
Yeah.
Because it's a long season, so at the same time, you know, you don't want to burn out
Just a
players.
cheeky surprise, chucking King.
Yeah, imagine that.
Oh, stop.
Because like Zach Jones was a bit of a sneaky surprise on the injury list. He
Yeah.
went from like indefinite to like, oh, boom.
2 weeks or
2
whatever it
weeks.
was.
2 weeks away. Yeah. So he has been a forgotten saint, but I think that if he can get his skills together, he'll fit really well into this team because he's a great runner. He used to be our movement. Like in 2020, that year,
Yeah.
we'd
was him.
lose without him.
Yeah.
If we didn't have Ryder or Zach Jones in the team, we'd lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was brilliant at ball movement. So he definitely, like, he's got quick hands. So he would fit well back into this team. But yeah, look, Port Adelaide are coming off West Coast and they beat West Coast by 40 points.
West Coast weren't bad.
And West Coast weren't bad.
No.
They started well. They kept trying. So, you know, I don't think Port are going to have a down-to-earth view of their performance as much as we do. You know, like we came up against a really good side. They've come up against West Coast, still going to finish bottom
I
of the
think
barrel.
Hinkley said in his presser, he said, if you had told me pre-game we're winning by 40 points, he said, I'll take that.
Yeah, it's like, 40-point win you take, but you still want more.
I
Against
just
the
still
West Coast.
find it weird when a coach says that.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
What is
It's
that?
like you'll always take a 40-point win, which is fair.
yeah, like you
But,
want to win.
Yeah, correct. But, yeah, I don't know. I hope we've got Port Adelaide. I'd love to beat them. They've been our bogey side for the past 10 years. Like, I think...
If we can go 2 weeks in a row and beat Carlton and then beat Port, I'll be very
I'll
happy.
be looking everywhere for that lid. Everywhere.
The thing that you share with the bloke holding up the sign.
That was
Yeah,
so
the-
funny.
That's so funny.
Yeah. That was brilliant.
Next week, he'll just have the sign, it's off.
It's
You
off.
know?
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
answering it. Yeah.
yeah.
We all feeling comfortable then? We're all
Well, yeah, I think,
similar?
I'm feeling comfortable. I'll get the nerves before the game just because it's Port. Same thing happened with Carlton. I was like, I
What did Port do to you?
I just, 2004.
04 prelim last year. Any other time Robbie Gray touches the football.
Yeah, I just don't
Paddy
like,
Ryder's tap.
I just don't like their attitude either. They complain about everything.
Yeah.
They are princesses.
But what's the best part about having it in Melbourne is every time I used to go to Adelaide Oval to watch us play them there, we'd get flogged, and their
Yeah.
fans would just give Saints fans so
Oh,
much
they're
shit.
shocking.
I'd have like 5-year-old kids turn around and say, your team's fucking shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
You're 5 years old, mate.
Yeah.
But now it's hostile territory for them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what you said about Ross calling people to go to the game, we need to make it just an uncomfortable experience for their supporters, not in a, in a
No,
bad
definitely.
way,
Yeah, no, that's
but
right.
especially on the field as well. We just
Yeah.
want to own Marvel, and so far we've done it.
I'm thinking about getting front row tickets and just heckling.
Yeah, come to aisle 29.
Aisle 29,
Yeah.
front row. I'll get the heckle on. No, I can't get the heckle on. Bringing company. So,
Why not?
oh, I love heckling though. I do.
Yeah.
Pre-season, that's my heckle. I love getting my heckle out in the pre-season. That's good fun.
Mate,
Yeah.
we had some crisp ones on the weekend.
Yeah, yeah, love it. Was that a pun? Because we're playing against Crispy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris
I'll take
Peck.
that.
nice.
Yeah,
Chris Peck was, all right, playing.
No predictions, boys. No predictions.
No
again.
predictions again. We're just going to go in,
Roll
play
with it.
Saints footy and hopefully come out with the 4 points. So,
Yeah.
we've been very modest. Mm-hmm. We'll continue to be modest. We'll continue to be the Saints football crew that we are and hopefully come out with the 4 points against Port Adelaide because that would make me very, very happy. Very happy.
Very happy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I'd love
no
to roll
excuses
Port.
this week. Get down to the game. It's going to be good fun. Always up for a chat at the social club, so
Yep.
make sure you pop on down.
See you there.
And has Marshy got a little mini?
I've got a minute. I'm going to go a la Tim Styles because my new saintly friend Jonathan, that I met at the disco, he sent me a voice recorded message. I don't get many of these. So Jonathan, how bad? It's Joseph. His name's Joseph, not Jonathan.
All right, another minute coming up.
Yeah, actually, you can add to that.
Gonna start again.
You're going to have a lot of
So my mate Joseph, my new saintly mate Joseph, met at the disco, has sent me a little voice thingo. So you know Joseph must be a busy man because only busy people do that. Hang on, I'll pump it up.
Loving your work this week. The fan cams is great. Just a thought for a Marshy's minute on the potty. We were sitting up the top of third deck yesterday, and there was a couple of guys throughout interspersed in the crowd that would like kind of get up there and really start getting chants going, especially in an away game, and especially in the second half when obviously us Saints fans started feeling more confident. I don't know if you could do a shout out or some sort of Marshy's minute on just encouraging, sort of lone wolf Saints fans when you're in the crowd to, have the guts, get up there and get the crowd around you, get the Saints fans around you pumped and going and kind of chanting and singing the song and stuff like that. It just kind of makes everyone around you who's a secure supporter kind of set up with a bit more pride. And it really gets the crowd on our side, our crowd to be, a lot louder and G up the boys. Cheers.
On you,
done.
Jonathan.
Amen.
Good on you, mate.
Because
Joseph.
Oh, I'm sorry, Joseph. He is spot on
Yeah.
because that's exactly what aisle 29 is. It's not just a place in the ground. It is designed that everywhere is their own aisle. For away games, there's nothing better. Like behind the sticks, aisle 29, it was about nearly 50 people, just all the clans. Everyone just came together and we made some noise. And we were there to back up our cheer squad, but we didn't. The cheer squad aren't backing us up. So I would like the cheer squad, if anyone's listening from the cheer squad, we've got some really simple chants. Send it back our way. You guys create it because, you're meant to be leading it. And you do that, the crowd will go nuts.
Can I say one thing as well?
Yep.
And I don't like bad-mouthing the cheer squad because they do some great work every week, but Jack Steele lined up
Oh, yeah, you mentioned that.
at full forward. If that's 2010 and Rewalt's coming back from his hamstring,
Yeah, you're cheering, you're getting
they
up,
are
you're standing
going
up.
berserk for their skipper.
Yeah.
Not a peep.
Yeah.
Not one peep out of the cheer squad, and I thought that was pretty bad. I was like, nah, I don't think you've got the right ethic going on here. I think it's time to up our game as a collective, end this division, and I want to see things like that go berserk. And I want to see when Cal Wilkie lines up at full back in the goal square, I want to see you pumping up his tyres. That's what we used to do for the G-Train. Remember when the G-Train would run and do that sprint up to
Yeah.
the cheer squad? They'd love it. They'd go berserk. And I know some of you were definitely there for it because the cheer squad stick around and they stick around for a long time. They're the most loyal St Kilda supporters. So
Yep.
I put it to you that this week coming up, when you see any Saints player running to that goal square for the 666, you're pumping them up.
Yep.
You're going, come on, Saints, let's go.
And- yeah.
Membry floats down to the goal square. Haven't seen Membry all season. Nothing.
Yep.
Let's get around our boys. Let's start to make a bit of noise. We've lost a lot of noise.
We have
lost a lot of noise over the past few years. So I think it's time to bring it back. Bring back those little things. It's about the little things. It's not about the big, like it's a goal. We'll all chant for the goal and do a chant after the goal. It's the little things.
It is. And so I am happy to offer my services to anyone in the cheer squad just to get a few things happening. But something like when Mason Wood does something sexy, he does it every game. Like he's doing good things. Get the Mason Wood.
That's a good one.
Easy. Everyone gets around that. And a new instead like the insert team, clap, clap, clap. Every club does it. St Kilda, da, St Kilda, da, St Kilda, da, St Kilda, da.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's plenty to work with.
Plenty to work with.
We're a bit quiet.
We're a bit quiet.
We need to lift the roof off.
You guys are the tone setters.
Yeah.
We'll start it on Friday.
Yep.
Yeah. Started on Friday against Port. Get down. We want 30,000 there.
Easy.
Bring your mates.
Bring your mates.
Saints footy's good to watch at the moment.
We
Bring
are
your
good to
mates.
watch. Yep.
Good to watch. We did it against the Dons. There was 70,000 there.
True.
Bring your mates along.
Yep.
It's good fun.
Yep.
Because you know what? Straight after the footy, pub.
Yep.
Yeah.
What a better way to celebrate. All righty, boys. Well, we'll wrap it up there. It's been a great episode. It's been a long one, this one.
Yeah,
Been a long
probably our
episode.
longest of the
Yeah,
year.
how long?
Hour and 3, not bad.
That's it.
That's good.
That's
Not bad.
Yeah.
It'll be different when I cut it down and get everything going, so it'll be a little bit shorter. But boys, it's always been always a pleasure. Going to head home now and watch the Melbourne Richmond game quite intently because we've got them coming up too within the next 6 or 7 weeks. So always good to see our opposition coming up, and always good to support the great game.
Looking down the track.
7 weeks. So just think of Friday night, mate.
Friday night, Port
7
Adelaide,
weeks.
get down. Yep, we're starting a good note there.
Spare me.
Go Sainers.
We might play them in finals.
He's lost the plot.
I've lost the plot here.
We might be playing them in
I just want to get
finals.
home. I just want to go home.
Come on, Joycey. What's the joke? We know it, but tell us.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Owen.
Owen, who?
Oh, when the Saints go marching in.